everyone. You're welcome to the Total Education Show.
School is not just about academic subjects alone. School is also about co-curricular activities. School is engagement with fun. School is a lot more than just the cognitive side of things.
Development of a child is 360, and that's why we have tagged this program Total Education Show.
Stream is here to raise kids that will identify the problems, come together as a group, inquire why this problem happened, and they see a way to correct the error.
We normally say that we have 4 baskets of rights. So four baskets
Of rights.
of children,
Awesome.
as provided for by the Child Rights Law.
Sit down, relax, and enjoy the show. Thank you. Hello friends, hello everyone at home. My name is Wumi Tolu Alalade, your anchor on the Total Education Show. Yes, Total Education Show. The show is put together and packaged by the Lagos State Ministry of Education for your co-curricular aspect of education. So you have a total and a valued education system even in your homes. Yes. Now, what areas we will be looking at? We're going to be looking at STEM issues, and we'll be looking at, yes, child protection issues. Everything that has to do with child protection and advocacy of your children, even as they are home. Now, do you want to give me feedback? Yes, I want to hear from you. You can send in your feedbacks to me on this WhatsApp number 081-26601-889. Yes, WhatsApp messages only on 081-26601-889. Yes, I'm waiting and I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Sit down, relax, and enjoy the show. Thank you. The child is anyone from the age of 0 to 18. Whether you're a teenager, whether you're in the secondary school or in year 1 in the university, you're under 18, you're still a child. And that is what brings us to today's episode on the Child Protection and Safeguarding episode of the Total Education Show. Thank you for joining us, and we're here in the office of a very prominent woman when you talk about child protection and child abuse issues. She is the CEO of the Human Development Initiative, and we're right here in our office, and we're going to hear from her. She's going to tell us why she's doing what she's doing and what brought her into this ministry, as I call it, of defending the child, whether male or female or anyone. And she's so passionate about what she does, and she has done so much, and we want to hear from her. And apart from that, let me tell you for a fact, our organization has supported the Total Education Show and the Lagos State Ministry of Education by making sure that we continue the episodes and bringing it to your home. Thank you very much, Ma, for your support and for all that you do and what you still continue to do.
Thank you.
I want you to introduce yourself. She's Mrs.
Thank you. I'm Mrs. Olufunsho Owasonwoye.
Yes, she's Mrs. Owasonwoye. I want us to hear from her because she's a powerful woman. When you go on with us in the episode, you'll be wowed with what they have achieved in HDI and the way they have supported so many people. Ma, I want to start by asking you, what is HDI all about?
Okay. HDI is a not-for-profit, non-governmental organization with the goal of strengthening vulnerables in the society. And in particular, HDI envisions a society of humans that are devoid of social and economic vulnerabilities. That's what HDI is in a nutshell. What led to this, like she had said,
I want you to tell us the story, yes.
Okay. Early 90s to early 2000, I was a teacher, Lagos State school teacher. I was head of department of biology, and also along the line, I became a counselor. because most students, they come to me to address different issues. And then I had to take them out because I don't want them to come to the staff room. Once they come to staff room, everybody's like, oh, what do you want? What does she have to say? So I take them outside, we discuss. So that's how I got interested in them. I saw so many cases, some of them too, some teachers, because of, oh, if you want to pass, then
Sex for grades.
you know, sex for grades from then. And I was a voice for them then. Even when we finish marking, that you say, okay, bring the score sheet you want. I said, no, I will put my own last. Nobody dare change my mark, you know. And then especially, it was a girls' school. So for the girl child, so many issues that we need to address. So afterwards, I now said, okay, this NGO, it's going to be everything best interest of the child, especially the girl child. So that was the history of it. So because I was in the system before, I didn't say, okay, it has to be a private school. You know, I said, oh, it's this public school. So from there, like over 20 years ago, 98, 99 to be precise, we started going to schools, talking to students on assembly ground concerning different life issues.
I want you to expatiate on the nature of support that you have given to SUBEB, also the Ministry of Education that has to do with post-primary education.
Okay, let me start with SUBEB, which is basic education. Yeah, we mentor and counsel students. So we don't just go for assembly talk. There are counseling days that we go. We have this box in school. I remembered then, during the, was it Governor Tinubu's era then, we had this communication tool. We call it communication tool. It's a box in schools. We place it in schools. We colored it. One side was bright, the other side was dark.
Wow.
So the bright side, we put happy. The other side, we put sad. So what makes you happy? What makes you sad? So we made opening on top. Then we had a padlock and we had the key. We go to schools Friday to go and check the boxes, what the students had dropped there. And we put it in strategic places. And we told the principals, teachers, don't harass these students when they are going to drop it. Don't say, what are you doing there? What are you going to drop? Some schools will even have to put it in toilets.
So that it can be discreet,
the
privacy.
students can be free. So when we go open it, we have different issues. Some we can address on the assembly. Some we have to report at the ministry. Some one-on-one. If it's a case of teachers are not coming to class, then. And Lagos State adopted that policy, and they too started putting the boxes in school. Then also we have these projects which supported by MacArthur Foundation. That is to monitor utilization of UB funds in schools. So with this, there's what we call this action plan. That action plan is like a document. You have in it what is going for each school. Like maybe school A is going to be building, school B, is it fencing, school C, is it
Project
furniture,
for each school.
what they will do for each school. So it's in that plan. So we had to get monitors for each local government. We had a town hall meeting. Those that are interested, they are monitors, they go to this school. Wait till we go out to this school. Let's look at the action plan. Is it what was written there? Has it been done? You know, we were just supporting the existing structures of monitoring and evaluation, which SUBEB also had in place. And also during this COVID period, we HDI realized that there are some far too rich children, rural, riverine, slum areas. We now decide that they can't see this TV show. Let's give them radios.
Oh, you did
and
that.
batteries. Yes.
Wonderful.
And we wrote to Subeb. We want to cover the
had to reach areas.
local governments and slum. We informed them about dates, but you know, to my surprise and even kudos to the chairman of Subeb, we just received a letter. We are following you to one of them.
Wow.
Koshofe, to be precise.
Oh, so they went
And
with you.
some of them, we had to go through boats.
Those are the hard to reach areas.
Yes, we went with some of his board member, his team, all of us with life jackets, boats. They were surprised that we had to come through the water to
meet
come and give
them.
them radio, you know.
That's awesome.
And thank you.
Applaud the same,
And we told their parents, this is the timetable of when the study lesson will be taking place. Make sure when is this time. The radio is for these children. After, you can borrow and listen to Ojutaye or whatever.
Whatever you
but
want
for
to.
this period, it has to be for the children.
Wow.
So again, another project supported by ActionAid. That one is breaking barrier. Girls, students that are marginalized. The aim of it is that they must have free quality education. They must have access to it, and it has to be inclusive. So we trained some teachers on what we call safe space, you know, also to address issues that bothers girls. So they have those clubs in their school. So in a nutshell, that's
what you do. And these projects and these programs are still in place.
Yes, they are
in our
still in
schools.
place.
So
Yes.
you see what HDI has been doing for Lagos State schools, and that is why we have decided to look into what they do, particularly as they have supported us. On this note, we want to go for a short break, and then we'll be back.
Basic education is the right of every child. Every parent and guardian must enroll their child or ward into school. Penalties under the UBE Act 2004. Parents and guardians who fail to enroll their children in schools will, upon first conviction, be reprimanded. Upon second conviction, be sent to jail for 1 month with an option of fine of 2,000 naira or both. Upon subsequent conviction, be sent to jail for a period of 2 months with an option of fine of 5,000 naira or both. School administrators who charge money for basic education, which is expected to be free, will, upon conviction, be liable to be jailed for 3 months with an option of fine of 10,000 naira or both.
Reproductive health awareness. 1. Sex is not a proof of love. 2. Abstinence is the best way of preventing unwanted pregnancy, STD or HIV. 3. Smoking, sex and the use of alcohol or substance are not ideal ways to prove you are mature. 4. Your body belongs to you and only you have the final say on your body. Protect your body.
Contact us today, telephone 014535717, Child Helpline 08080551376, email info@hdinigeria.org.
I came in contact with HDI in 2002. So then we were quite young, and then we were engaged in bus conducting. And then they actually came up with this program that they want to make sure that the young ones are not engaged in such jobs. So it was a little bit difficult to hear that some people are coming and then they want to take us away from such a work. I just thank God that before I was a bus conducting or a bus conductor, and then now I can boldly say, okay, because of my involvement and engagement with Human Development Initiative, I have been able to go to school. Not just go to school. I remember then after like 2 years I was enrolled in school. After that I went to a computer school. I had a diploma in computer desktop, and it didn't actually stop there. I was thinking probably that's going to be the end. I was also enrolled in JAM. I was encouraged to take JAM, despite the fact I failed several times. I failed about 3 or 4 times, but they still believe in my ability. They told me I can still do it, and then I worked towards it. I read, and then I actually passed. I passed with 245, and then I picked University of Ibadan, studied psychology, and right now I've finished my NYSC. HDI has actually helped me, they have transformed my life from where I was as a bus conducting to where I am now, a holder of BSc.
I met HDI at Ojota Senior Secondary School during one of their programs which took place in my senior school. And since then, HDI has been responsible for my school materials, and also financially they has also been supporting, and I'm very grateful, and I'm glad to say very big thank you to HDI.
I'd like to say a very big thank you to HDI because HDI has done a lot of things for me. In my school, they provide me a lot of things like my textbook, my bag, math set, socks, a lot of things. So I'd like to say a very big thank you to the organization.
I'm sure you've seen a few things, and some of those videos we shared concerning some issues bordering on the child protection and safeguarding issues that we've been talking about. Thank you, Mrs. Owasonye. Okay. We want to look at your scholarships that you give to students in Lagos State. Can you please just explain to us how the process is and how you go about it?
Okay. We give education scholarship to orphans, widows' children, and children living with disability. From nursery to 2 categories. We have from nursery to secondary school. Okay. And then we also have those that finish secondary school to university. Okay. But the scholarship is for public university, like federal institution.
Okay, federal university.
Yes, federal university. Not state,
private or state
not
owned.
Private. Owned. It's just for public. And then we follow through from that nursery to the secondary and then to university. We have almost 500 of them now, spread over 70 schools in Lagos, more than 7 something schools. I can't really awesome. Get the number. Done, and it's just not automatic. Because we do, it's so that we know automatic.
The process.
Yeah, we do, especially for widows' children and those living with disability. We HDI also work with widows group.
Okay.
So from there, we get their children, and also on the platform of the schools, we approach the district, the principals. We need widows' children. Some because of the economic status, they say they are widows. So we ask for death certificates.
Of the husband?
Yes, we do checks.
To be sure.
We do interview for the child because there was a time I was asking the child, I said, before coming out this morning, is it daddy that went out first or was it mommy? So the girl said, mommy, that daddy dropped us at school. Wow. I said, daddy dropped you at school.
And she's supposed to get a scholarship for
and she's supposed to get a scholarship that the girl was fatherless. So I just, in order not to embarrass the girl, I just said, okay, make sure, be a good girl, study, say your prayer, just general. And I had to call
the mom.
The mom, that's what value are you,
Why must you lie that your husband is dead?
That your husband, of course, she started apologizing. Hey, somebody has him not there. He doesn't take care of us. So, although we cannot be too careful, but we make sure we do our checks. So, we do back to school for them. We give them school bag, school shoes, necessary textbook, core textbooks. Any government associated cost, we pay it. Like just coming into SS1, coming into
GS1, primary 1.
Then NECO fees, the state pays for WAEC fees, we pay for NECO fees, so that in case you didn't do well in WAEC, you can combine two results, and then you can do NECO, also their JAM, and then also tuition in the university. We have like 24 in university, which we have like 4 visually impaired. That is in the university. And we give them uniforms too. And we don't just give them these things.
They are processed.
We have periodic checks. We go to schools. Most schools you hear, HDI has come. They have come to see their children. So principals, I give kudos to them. They cooperate with us. Once they come, they call out the student. We look at you. If you are putting on all what we have given you, we ask you questions. How is it with your studies?
So you do follow-ups?
We do follow.
You don't just help and leave it there.
No,
you follow them up. That's a good one. So that means that as they are caring for the children, they are having different initiatives in way of supporting the children in schools, even up to the higher education
we
level.
have a child helpline.
So
they can call into that line. Because they have any issues. Some, we tell them, you know, students, I don't have credit. Flash.
So it's a toll-free call.
Yeah, we pay for it, but not Lagos State free.
It's a means of a kind of support that you give to the state.
So we just call them back.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I want to look at another aspect of what you do with the Lagos State Ministry of Education, and that is the adolescent day outs that you have, some for boys, some for girls in our schools. Can you just share, and the leadership training with adolescents, and we'll round off the episode with that.
Thank you. February 14, all over the world.
Valentine's Day.
You see all these students, you say, are looking for, you know, some will say, that's the day I will have my boyfriend date. You know, they all have all sorts of distorted information in their head and things that can even ruin the future. So what HDI tries to do, before that February 14, we write letters to the ministry that we need students to come before. We usually do it 2 or 3 days before the D-Day, so that we can reorientate them, you know, and change their mindsets. Then we invite the students from different schools, and they come with their teachers. And thank God for helping us. When they are going back to little stipend for transport too, we give them. So teachers are in one room, students
separated, so that there's no, I don't want to talk about this in front of my the teacher or something.
So they can be free to express themselves. When home front is dysfunctional and the child is coming to school, that, okay, if I can be able to talk to my teacher, maybe my problem will be solved. And teacher too is not approachable, then we send the child into the streets. Then leadership training for adolescents. It's also annual program. When they finish school, it's just like what we call gap year or gap period. When they finish SS3, before they go into uni, then there are different skills. They do real vocational skills, and also we build their capacity on career or the life out there they are going into.
Just to prepare them for future life.
Prepare them for life.
Yes, and I must say, you're doing a whole lot, and we appreciate what you do. We thank you, and we say continue to do more. And God will continue to support the organization as you continue to make impact and continue to change the lives of these children, of the less privileged, as we call them. And if you still want to support us, you want to be of, you have some initiatives that you're doing, yes, we're open, and we're still waiting. We're waiting for you to send your message to us, and we'll give you a response and a feedback as soon as we can. Thank you so much, Mrs. Owasonyi, for your support, for prolonging this episode of the Total Education Show. And we say that the students, I'm sure, they make you happy when you see what you do in their lives.
Very well.
So keep doing it, and we appreciate you, ma. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As our children go back to school, please be of support. You are a stakeholder in education. If you are a parent, you're a member of the community where those children go to school. You have heard so much about ways and things that people can do in violating the rights and in protecting the children. So please don't close your eyes to it. Don't say you did not see it. Report, send your message, send your feedback to us, and we'll be able to help. You can as well call any of the numbers showing on your screen and in the second video that we showed, and you will have one way of help from all those that are concerned with this issue. So we'll see you next time, same station, on the Total Education Show. I remain Wunmi Tolualade. Bye for now.